5 simple ways to get women to approach you. Let's make things easier. Let me ask you something. Have you ever noticed a guy who's not doing much, but somehow has women gravitating toward him? It's like he has this magnetic pull, right? What if I told you women do want to approach men, but only when the right vibes are in place? The truth is, many guys accidentally send signals that push women away. Even if the woman is interested, it's a mistake you don't want to keep making. Welcome to the Stoic Spirit, your go-to channel for authentic advice on navigating relationships and love. Today we're talking about how to create those magnetic signals. But before we jump into the 5 tricks, I want to share a story that really drives the point home. It's a story I came across in a relationship forum, and it perfectly illustrates how setting the right tone can make all the difference. Meet David. He's 29, a regular guy who's had a tough time connecting with women at social events. It's not that he's unattractive or awkward. He dresses well, takes care of himself, and holds decent conversations. Yet for some reason, he always found himself on the sidelines, watching other guys attract all the attention. He'd go out with friends hopeful, but the night would always end the same way, with David standing in the background like a wallflower. One weekend, David decided enough was enough. He and his friends hit a popular bar. The atmosphere was electric music, pumping people chatting, laughter filling the room. Then he saw her, Rachel. She sat at the bar with her friends, sipping her drink, exuding effortless confidence. Something about her presence caught David's eye, and then something unexpected happened. He noticed her sneaking glances at him. At first, he thought he was imagining it, but then it happened again. She wasn't just looking around the room, she was definitely checking him out now. If this were a perfect world, this would be the moment where David casually walks up, introduces himself, and sparks a fun conversation. But that's not what happened. David froze. He looked away, pretending not to notice. He pulled out his phone and started scrolling, acting disinterested in his mind. He figured, if she's really into me, she'll make the move wrong. Here's the thing. Rachel was intrigued. She wanted to approach him, but was waiting for a signal, just something to let her know it was okay. Women, especially confident ones like Rachel, usually won't make the first move unless they feel welcomed or invited. Rachel gave him another chance. She shifted her seat slightly, leaning just a bit closer toward his direction, as if testing to see if he would acknowledge her. But David gave her nothing, no smile, no eye contact, no open body language, and that was all the confirmation she needed. He's not interested. Rachel turned her attention elsewhere, and that's where the story takes a turn. Not even 10 minutes later, another guy walked into the bar. He wasn't a model or the best-looking guy in the room, but he had something. David didn't confidence. He stood tall, engaged with his surroundings, and radiated energy. He wasn't hunched over his phone or hiding in the background. He was talking to people, laughing, making eye contact, and fully present in the moment. Rachel noticed him right away. Within minutes, she was in a conversation with him, laughing, smiling, and clearly enjoying herself. Meanwhile, David just sat there, watching it all unfold, completely unaware of where things went wrong. The worst part, he left the bar that night still believing that women just don't approach men. But the truth is, he was the reason it didn't happen. Let's pause here for a second. What do you think David could have done differently? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Have you ever found yourself in a similar situation? We'd love to hear your story. This brings us to the core of today's topic. 5 tricks to get women to approach you. Most guys don't realize they're constantly sending signals, whether intentional or not. And if those signals are off, women won't feel comfortable approaching you, no matter how interested they might be. The good news, you can change that in the next few minutes. We're going to break down the exact steps that can make women feel drawn to you without you having to say a word. Let's dive in. The key to this is understanding that your body language, presence, and vibe speak louder than words. If you're hunched over your phone, you're signaling disinterest or nervousness. On the flip side, when you're engaged with your surroundings, making eye contact, smiling, standing tall, you project warmth and confidence. That's magnetic. Women notice that. So how do you start sending the right signals stick around, and we'll walk through each step to make sure you're putting out the vibe that says, hey, I'm approachable, confident, and worth getting to know. Ready? Let's go. Tip number 1, make strong eye contact and wear a confident smile. This is one of the simplest ways to invite interest, yet so many people overlook it. Eye contact is subtle, but incredibly powerful. It can create a connection in seconds if done right. If you notice a woman looking at you, don't do what most guys do. Don't quickly look away like you're nervous or caught off guard. Instead, hold her gaze for a moment. Keep your expression relaxed and friendly, then slowly let a confident smile form before you gently look away. It's such a small gesture, but it speaks volumes. You're sending a clear message that says, hey, I see you and I'm open to this moment. Remember David from earlier? If he had just met Rachel's eyes and smiled, she would have understood that he was interested and approachable. Instead, his avoidance made her question herself, and she turned her attention elsewhere. So why does this simple trick work so well? Because eye contact creates a powerful sense of connection. Even in a busy or crowded space, it's a shared moment between two people, something that cuts through the noise. And when you add a genuine smile to that moment, it conveys two essential qualities: confidence and comfort. Women are naturally drawn to men who carry themselves with both of these traits: confidence without arrogance and comfort in your own skin, without being too stiff or tense. If you're making eye contact but your energy feels closed off or uncertain, you're missing a golden opportunity. Strong, welcoming eye contact combined with a warm smile creates a safe, inviting atmosphere. It helps women feel like they can approach you without fear of rejection or awkwardness. So next time you catch someone's glance, remember, hold, smile, and relax. It's a game-changer tip. Number 2, position yourself in high-threat areas. Let's be honest, if you're invisible, you can't expect to be noticed. But here's the good news. You don't have to be the loudest person in the room to get attention. What really matters is where you're positioned. If you want women to feel comfortable approaching you, you need to make yourself accessible. This means being in places where interaction can happen naturally. Think of areas like near the bar, a central walkway at a party, or close to the main gathering spot of an event. These are spaces where people naturally move and interact. If a woman is interested in talking to you but has to go out of her way to do it, chances are she'll just let the opportunity pass. But if you're already positioned where casual conversation feels easy and unforced, she's much more likely to take that chance. Now let's talk about a mistake a lot of guys make: isolating themselves. They lean against walls, stick to the edges of the room, or find the quietest corner in the venue. Some even sit with their backs to the crowd, head down, glued to their phones, and then they wonder why no one ever approaches them. Here's the thing: if you look like you don't want to be bothered, people will assume exactly that women in particular are unlikely to approach someone who gives off closed off or disinterested vibes. So the next time you're out, pay attention to where you're standing. Are you positioned somewhere that naturally invites interaction? Are you in a spot where people are likely to pass by and notice you? Small changes in your positioning can completely transform how others perceive your presence. Remember, being accessible is key. You don't have to draw attention to yourself with flashy behavior. Just be present, open, and in the right spot. The right positioning makes starting conversations easier for everyone involved. Tip number 3, use open and inviting body language. Your body speaks before you say a single word. Whether you realize it or not, women notice your posture, your gestures, and your overall vibe. If you're standing with your arms crossed, shoulders hunched, and avoiding eye contact, you might be giving off signals that say, I'm not interested, or even worse, I'm uncomfortable and don't want to be here. On the other hand, open body language sends a completely different message. It shows confidence, warmth, and approachability. These are qualities that naturally draw people in. So how do you improve your body language to create that inviting presence? Here are a few simple adjustments. Relax your shoulders and keep them back. This creates a strong, confident stance. Stand tall and keep your chest slightly open. It projects calm self-assurance without coming across as aggressive. Keep your arms uncrossed and free. Crossing your arms can make you seem closed off, while open arms signal that you're approachable and open to conversation. Now think back to David's story. If he had uncrossed his arms, relaxed his shoulders, and leaned back in a comfortable way, Rachel might have felt encouraged to approach him, but because his body language was closed off, whether he realized it or not, he sent the message that he didn't want to be disturbed, and Rachel naturally moved on to someone else who gave off more welcoming signals. The key takeaway: your body language should make people feel comfortable and safe to engage with you. Even if you're not actively talking to anyone, how you carry yourself can make the difference between being overlooked and being noticed. So next time you're in a social setting, take a moment to check your posture. Are you standing in a way that invites interaction? A confident but approachable presence can open the door to opportunities without you having to say a single word. Tip number 4, build an attractive energy by engaging socially. One of the fastest ways to make yourself more approachable is by creating what I like to call social energy. Women are naturally drawn to guys who seem comfortable and engaged in their surroundings. It's that social proof effect people feel at ease. Approaching someone who's already in the mix, enjoying conversations and connecting with others. Now think about the opposite scenario, a guy sitting alone, glued to his phone, looking like he'd rather be anywhere else, not exactly inviting, right? When you give off the vibe that you don't want to be disturbed, people won't disturb you, but when you appear to be having a great time, it piques curiosity, it shows confidence, comfort, and that you're fully present in the moment, and that's attractive. So how do you create this social presence? Start by being active in your environment, laugh, talk, and interact with your friends. Don't just stand there stiffly like a statue hoping someone will magically notice you. Be expressive, enjoy yourself, and let people around you feel that energy. Say hi to people nearby, whether it's the bartender, the group next to you, or even someone you bump into by the entrance. A simple smile or a friendly comment can spark new conversations and opportunities. The goal here is to blend into the flow of the event, not as an outsider watching from the corner, but as someone who's part of the experience. React to things happening around you, share a laugh when something funny happens, comment on the atmosphere, and make small talk. Remember, people are drawn to participants, not spectators. If you stand silently on the sidelines, people will likely leave you there, but if you're actively engaged with the world around you, you create an energy that naturally attracts others. Women notice when a man carries himself with confidence and social ease. It makes them feel like they can approach you without awkwardness or hesitation. So the next time you're out, put yourself in the action, be part of the vibe, not a passive observer. You'll be amazed at how quickly the right kind of energy starts to surround you. Tip number 5, wear something that catches the eye. Want an easy way to grab attention without saying a word? Wear something that stands out, but not in an over-the-top way. You don't need a flashy outfit that screams for attention. Instead, focus on one signature item that sparks curiosity. It could be anything: a unique watch, a bold-colored jacket, a ring with a story behind it, or even a graphic tee with an interesting design. So why does this work? Because women are naturally observant and look for subtle cues to initiate conversations. Imagine you walk into a room wearing an all-black outfit. You'll likely blend into the crowd, but add a deep emerald blazer or a pair of eye-catching shoes, and you suddenly create an easy conversation starter. Picture this. A woman notices your cool jacket and says, "I love that color, where did you get it?" Boom, you've already broken the ice without having to make the first move. The key here is subtlety. You're not trying to overwhelm with flashy details, just offering something intriguing enough for someone to notice and engage with. Now, here's a bonus trick for those of you sticking around, something even more subtle but incredibly effective if you want to increase your chances of being approached. Leave a small conversation hook. What's that? It's a comment or action that naturally sparks curiosity. Here's how it works. Let's say you're at a coffee shop. You order something out of the ordinary, like a lavender espresso. When the barista hands it to you, say aloud, "This is either going to be the best or worst decision of my day." Now imagine a woman nearby overhearing that her curiosity is piqued. Chances are she'll smile and maybe even ask, "So how is it?" Just like that, you've created an easy opening for a conversation to flow naturally. This trick works because people, especially women, are naturally curious. By making a playful, open-ended comment, you give them an effortless reason to engage with you. The beauty of this strategy is that it doesn't feel forced or awkward. It's casual and fun, inviting interaction in a way that feels organic. The key is to keep it light and intriguing. Don't overthink it. A little mystery or humor goes a long way in catching someone's attention and pulling them into a conversation. So next time you're out, think about your outfit and your surroundings, add that one standout item, and plant a subtle conversation hook. You might be surprised at how many opportunities arise just from those small adjustments. If you've made it this far, you're part of our real community, and we appreciate you. Let us know you're with us by commenting. Confidence is key. Below, keep showing up and keep shining. You've got this. Let's be real. Attraction isn't just about looks. What truly matters is the energy you project when you create an inviting presence. You make it easy for women to approach you. Mastering eye contact, body language, social engagement, and positioning transforms you into someone others naturally want to connect with. It's not about chasing anyone, it's about setting the stage for genuine interaction. If you found this video helpful, take a moment to hit that like button. It really helps our channel grow and tells YouTube that this content is worth sharing. And don't forget to subscribe to the Stoic Spirit for daily insights into relationships and personal growth that actually make a difference. Know someone who could use this advice? Share the video with them. We've also handpicked some related videos for you. Click one on the screen to keep learning. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again tomorrow.